What's going on, YouTube? Another day, another dollar in this beautiful world we call truck driving. Man, you got Astro Speed going all the way around Nashville, Tennessee. Here for 3 days straight. Seen him over there towards TSU with all his bodyguards and stuff. Another little stream out here that, probably should be working for Mr. Charlie, but instead, he making millions of dollars off YouTube just playing on the phone. Y'all know playing on the phone, TikTok, YouTube, social media. Everything that your parents told you to stay away from because you can't make no money with it. But them young boys, them YNs, they showed and found a way to take that social media and make $1 million. They making more than Mr. Charlie gonna pay you, huh? Yeah, they making more than Mr. Charlie gonna pay you working a job. Funny how that works out, boy. This, I'm telling you, man, the way this economy going, the way these new generation of kids are growing up, they finding ways to make $100,000 when they in high school. And it ain't learning the trade. They learning that cell phone, boy. They learning that cell phone. What you talking about? They learning how to get the money in high school with the cell phone. By the time they graduate high school, they already got 100,000 followers. Followers equal money. They already got the YouTube channel. They already got the TikTok. They already making $10, $20, $30,000 a month. They already got the Hellcat. They already got all that stuff. So I'm just saying, now what they ain't gonna have is one of these houses they don't know nothing about paying no taxes. That's what they're gonna run into. They're gonna have the cars, the girls, the women, the guns, the tight clothes, the weapons. They're gonna have all that. They ain't gonna have the house though. That's gonna take a while. Not because they ain't making the money. It's paperwork. When you're 1099, it's paperwork. Speaking of paperwork, I just got off the phone with the mortgage lender. Y'all think they gave me good news or bad news? You damn right it was bad news. They said, look at Andrew, man, your credit is wonderful. We did the soft pull. They pulled TransUnion by itself. It's not a hard pull, just a soft pull. Say your credit is wonderful. The problem is, you took a loss last year in 2024 on your Schedule C. Looks like you was a W-2 worker. You paid your taxes, $80-something thousand of income. All that's wonderful, but like I said, on your Schedule C, you took a loss. And you're self-employed now in 2025. You were self-employed in 2023. So we cannot use 2024 tax return because although you were still running the business while you was, working W-2 over at Love's and North Dakota and all that, you took a loss on the business. Okay, and the reason why I took a loss is because obviously I wasn't driving my truck last year, but I still had to pay, for my tags and insurance down payment to start my authority up in like 3 months of insurance payments. So of course I wrote all that off, which is why I took a loss. So they can't use 2024. However, because I am self-employed, and only self-employed people, I believe, can do this, what she said they can do is, if I found my taxes coming up, in January, April, around that time frame, they can take my 2023 taxes and combine it with 2025 taxes and qualify me for a regular FHA or conventional loan to go get a mortgage. That's what they can do. Of course, I got to show income, pay taxes on it. And she told me the amount that I needed to pay. She said I need to show at least $3,500 a month of income, which equates to, if you do 3,500 times 12, I think it was like, let me add that up. Let me go to it. 3,500 times 12, $42,000. So that's the minimum I got to show on my tax returns. The more I show, the more house I can qualify for. So that's the update on that. So basically just file taxes, pay the money to the IRS. Well, I ain't even got to pay the money. You just got to file the taxes. You got all year to pay the money, but the taxes is what the paperwork is what they need. Like I said, you got all year to pay them. And what I'm hearing is some people, after they show all this money, they go back and amend the taxes later, about a year or two later, and show the write-offs, fuel, insurance, all the write-offs that they should be getting, per diem and all that. And hey, they can't tell you, hey, your taxes is fraud because you do have these write-offs. So as of right now, I have already made the income this year to the gross number. I already made the gross number of what I need to show on my tax returns. At this point, I just have to pay the taxes. So basically, I got from now, we in September, so from September till the end of, no, not the end of April, I think April 15th. So that gives me 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 months. So 7 months to pay the tax bill on this year, on what I'm gonna show. So I say, let's just say $10,000 is what I got to pay the IRS. So I got 7 months to pay $10,000 to the IRS to qualify for the home that I want, okay? The other option was the bank statement loan, of course. They can use 12 months base statement, 12 to 24 months. You know, it just depends on the lender. Because I'm gonna be in business 5 years starting next year, they can just do 12 months. And I think she said they can do, for FHA, they can do 1 year also. So I got them a couple of ways I can get this house. But what I'm glad is I don't have the deadline no more. See, at first, one reason I was telling y'all I didn't want to do the hard pull now is because if 2023 and 2024 is the tax returns I'm going with, we almost at the end of the year. At the end of the year, they finna be needing 2024, 2025. And I didn't want to get the house until next year. Okay, but now that they're saying they can't use 2024, I got a long runway. Okay? As long as I file the taxes, like I said, you know, obviously I ain't getting no house in the wintertime, so, but I have all of next year that I can use 2025 tax returns with 2023. So basically, you know, we got a year and 2 months. Let's say a year and 2 months to get the money up to get a house, whatever that is. That could be, well, she said the down, oh, this is another thing she said about the down payment too, which I didn't verify this, but she was like, on my application I put 10% down. But what she was telling me was between putting 3.5% down, we're talking about conventional loan, between putting 3.5% down and 10%, she said for every $10,000, your monthly payment, I think she said it's only a $60 difference, if that makes sense. So for every $10,000 you put down, your monthly housing payment will only go down $60. I don't know if that's true. I didn't, you know, I'm just telling what she told me. But what I'm looking to do is knock down the principal. See, I gotta have me a house. I know y'all don't want to own nothing. You ain't got to have no house. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not telling nobody to go out there buy nothing. No truck, no car, no house, no authority, no trailer, not a dog, not no drawers, no clothes, no hat, no sunglasses. I don't want you to own nothing. And you know what, going forward, I think I'm gonna honestly stop telling people, stop encouraging people, just completely stop talking about owning anything. I'm probably gonna switch up on you like Lil Sean did y'all. You remember how he kept telling y'all not to own anything, but he made sure that he had a car, he had a place to live in. You know, I may do that to y'all, since I think that's what y'all like. Yeah, I think that's what y'all like. I make sure I get me a house, a car, and all that. And when I got that, then I tell y'all, yeah, man, don't own nothing. You own nothing, control everything. I start, you know, spewing that stupid jargon. I think y'all would like that, huh? Now let me tell you one more thing before I click up off here. We'll be back to regularly scheduled programming starting tomorrow. I got one of these crazy women. They're gonna finally retwist my hair tomorrow. That's tomorrow night. Yeah, they got this. They want to retwist my hair 8 o'clock tomorrow at night. I know what it's about. They want me to spend the night. I'm not spending the night. I already made that clear, but I come through. Okay, one more thing, man. One more thing. Now I told y'all this in a couple of videos, you know, throughout the year, but I'm gonna remind you now, Trucker Brown and Wild Beard, I think his name, Wild Beard Trucker, I think that's his YouTube channel. Y'all know who I'm talking about. About a year ago, both of them was on the live feed together. trying to convince you guys that Robinhood, you remember the brokerage Robinhood, was no good. Basically, it was a scam. Don't put your money in it. Why would anybody want to invest in Robinhood? And when they said that, the stock was it was like $32. When they done that video, I'm pretty sure that video's still up. It was a live feed. And it made me upset. You know, I told y'all about this throughout the years I've been talking about that. I always revert back to their live feed. Well, let's go and take a look. Oh, by the way, Robinhood got added to the S&P 500. It is now the top 500 companies in the United States. But we ain't worrying about that. What I want you to notice from the time they done that video. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't think you're listening. Okay, we are in September 2025. From the time they did that video, how much do y'all think Robinhood is up by? Huh? From the time they did that live feed, that's still, I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube, them trying to convince you, you know, don't put no money in it, the stock is fake, the brokerages, it ain't real, all that stupid stuff. Yeah, see that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all can see that. The stock is up for the year almost 500%. Almost 500% from the day they done that video to today, it just went straight up. They could have 5x'd their money. If the live feed was simply about, hey, look here, truckers, you know, y'all guys, man, you need to start investing into the stock market. We think Robinhood is a good company, man. It's looking like, you know, they're gonna change things. They got a lot of these YNs, this younger generation, you know, investing because this new app they got. You know, if the conversation was more on them lines, 500%. But instead, they was trying to convince you otherwise. So I just wish them boys would do another live feed and, you know, it correct themselves or something, you know. Something, or if they ain't gonna do that, just delete the one that they did. That's all. Because I'm just saying 500%. I'm just saying, and climbing 500% and climbing. In the last 3 months, it was up 60%. Just this week is up 16%. Got added to the S&P 500. So not trying to convince no truck driver out there to invest in nothing. See, I'm gonna do you like Lil Sean been doing. See, I've been studying. I'm like, yeah, I need to be like Lil Sean. Yeah, I'm gonna go make sure I got me a car, got me a semi truck, got my authority, and got me a house. And I'm gonna come on here and tell you to do the opposite. Yeah. That's what you want to see anyway, fool. Yeah, that's what you want to see anyway. Hold on. Then I'm gonna start walking around like this. All right.